Do you want to speed up your spiritual journey? Namaste, goddesses. Welcome to another episode of Planet Aphrodite with Meena. This week, I was asked by a few goddesses about what can they do to improve and fasten their spiritual journey. Since World Yoga Day is coming on 21st June, I jumped at this topic. So, what is it? That could be the easiest tool to understand whether we are in yoga with ourselves or the divine power. What is yoga? Most of the goddess might know, some may not know. So, for a better understanding for everybody, yoga is union with the higher intelligence, higher power. You can name it, you can label it, or you may not choose to name it or label it. So once we get in a state wherein we are connected to the divine power, that state is called yoga. One of the methods that the whole world recognizes is the yoga asanas, yoga mudras. Asanas are the exercises, mudras are the poses or the positions. It could be pranayams or different breathing methods. It can also be attained via bhakti, which is devotion. It can also be attained through work, which is karma yoga. So irrespective of the path that you choose, you can become a yogi or somebody who is in congruence with, in resonance with the divine power. So again, a short storytelling. Are you interested? Okay, goddess, stay put. So what I realized for myself, that things that I do wherein I am aligned in my man, vachan and karma, which is thoughts, my speech and my action. It is the flow state and it is the state of union. It is the state where I may not be even aware of time and space reality. It's a space which takes you away from the three-dimensional world to a fourth or a fifth dimensional or the higher dimension of the world. Now, coming back to the word Yoga Day. You can start off with basic yogic kriyas if you are interested. Or you can choose any yogic path. This 21st June, I invite you to make that decision to choose to be in union with yourself at the mind, body, and soul level. And once you take up that decision, how, what, when, all this will follow. But first step is of making that decision that I am interested in pursuing this path. And if it is not in alignment with you currently, that is perfectly all right. So what universe guided me for this week is how to be in union with ourselves. What could be the simplest method? So the gem that I'm offering you today is, so the story that I have is I did my graduation and post-graduation in finance. Okay, it's a very vulnerable story. Anyways, let me share it with you. So I managed a lot of money for other companies and others. And I was a good, I was a very thoughtful spender and a good saver, but I would not call myself an excellent investor. So that is the place wherein I felt there was a misalignment in my manu, vachan, and karma. So intellectually, I had studied and I knew. In terms of words, I could talk about it, but when it comes to my action, it was not very much aligned. And once I saw that, I was like, oh my God, That is that I'm grateful that I left my job. Uh, I did whatever I had to for the companies, but when it comes to me, I was not in alignment. So see for yourself. And once I caught my dissonance, I was aware about it. It turned very funny. And when I looked around and I realized there were so many people who were qualified in one thing, but not following it at all the three levels. And if you keep working like that, though you may be very productive and you would also grow on the corporate ladder by the virtue of your commitment and honesty and integrity and knowledge, but it will not be a spiritual journey and it is not your dharma. So if you want to walk on the path of your alignment, if you want to walk on the path of your yoga, stay in alignment with your mana, vachan, and karma. And anywhere where your man, vachan, and karma are not aligned, stay away or reduce. So, yogaratova, bhogaratova, sangaratova, sangvihinam. With yoga, without yoga, with people, without people, whatever it takes, whatever be your path, I wish that you walk on your yoga journey. It is very simple, isn't it? Just look out for places, situations, path. And if you are in any confusion, just ask yourself where you are most aligned in terms of man, vachan, and karma. And just follow that path. You are most aligned to it. And with that thought, Goddess, I wish you a great World Yoga Day with yourself. Let the whole world celebrate this union with self, with the higher intelligence. It does not matter what name you give, seriously. And just a gentle reminder, increase the dose of self-love because self-love can cause miracles. Do like and comment on this video, subscribe the channel, and look forward to see you in another episode of Planet Aphrodite with Meena on next Friday. And share it with Goddess who needs to know that it's a good idea to stay in alignment. And that's where all the magic and miracles happen. Till we meet next time, namaste.